Hello, I'm DelusionDispeller. I think this might be the conclusion of my videos. We are going to talk about lacking boundaries and a little bit about alcoholics. Alright, lacking boundaries. When a child is watching a parent and the parent is having a tantrum, the child is having a tantrum and the parent gives into the child, such as that child in the grocery store. I want that candy. No, you're not having the candy. I want the candy. No, you can't have the candy. I want the candy. And they start screaming and throwing a fit, throwing themselves on the floor, making a big scene. Mother is getting embarrassed. Be quiet. Be quiet. Don't be doing that. Oh my gosh, you're embarrassing me. Look at all these people looking at us. Do you want people to think we're crazy? I mean, I've seen it. I've even been the parent that sometimes does that. When that child is having a tantrum, eventually the parent will say, okay, fine, have the darn candy bar, and gives it to the child. Well, as an adult, if this happens all the time, every time, over a consistent period of time, that child, when it becomes an adult, often demands its own way and will react, or overreact in that case, if they don't have their own way. A husband will expect his wife to do his bidding immediately, or else he's going to throw a temper tantrum. Some of this stuff is kind of obvious and maybe very logical. That, again, is a delay of gratification. They don't know how to handle being told no, or wait, or we just don't have the money right now, I don't have time right now. In other words, they have no respect for people's boundaries because they never had to respect boundaries. Now, if that child throws a temper tantrum in the store and mother doesn't give in, eventually, hopefully, unless that child has some severe other types of disorders, will get the message, okay, mom's not giving in, I'm not getting my way, I may as well stop crying and go out the door with her. Okay. Alcoholics. If a child grows up with an alcoholic parent, the limits in that family are very wishy-washy, very flippy-floppy. 1 minute dad loves me, the next minute dad's drunk and throwing things across the room at me. So the child grows up very confused and paranoid, never knowing what to expect. There's no even keel, there's no, okay, I can just come home, sit back in my easy chair, relax, I don't have to worry about anything. There's always this kind of threat of impending doom that's over the child. That child grows up to be paranoid, insecure, and has a really hard time with being confused about how things are working in life. As an adult, that child has trouble with boundaries, but they can go either way. They can either say, okay, honey, anything you want, and become very compliant and willing to go along with the boundaries, or they can go the opposite way and become very rebellious and say nobody's going to tell me what to do. So basically the whole gist of this particular video is just to give you a little bit of background of how all of these types of problems in the adult's life have started out by lack of being able to be a child developing in a normal way, by a parent telling the child what they must think or do without giving the child a choice, or of the parent just not caring and ignoring the child, or the parent becoming angry and using punishment or shunning with the child. All these things basically stick people in a certain stage of childhood that they never develop past. So you're dealing with a lot of adult children in society today. I think you see this in politics, and you see it in schools, and you see it in some churches, and it's everywhere. It's basically adult children, children in adult bodies. Yes, they may have developed physically, but that doesn't mean they've developed mentally, emotionally, or psychologically. And that's why many people are on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medicines. They never actually developed properly. So if there was a way that a therapist could take somebody back through those childhood experiences, this is why I believe in regressional therapy, and let them relive what they missed. Very often, I think, or maybe not very often, but sometimes, that person can be helped to move through that stage and move past it. But if somebody has never moved through that stage, they're still kind of stuck in that. Kind of like a Peter Pan syndrome, I guess. Anyway, so that was just a little bit of information for what it was worth, giving you more of an understanding, hopefully, of how children are supposed to develop and what happens if they don't develop through those stages in a balanced, healthy way, with hopefully balanced, healthy, real parents. So, thanks for watching. As always, if you are in an abuse situation and you need help, please talk to a safe person. Have a backup plan. Have a plan A, B, C, however many plans you need to have to leave that situation if it's safe to do so, or at least tell a safe person so they're aware of what's going on and can look out for you. Remember not to keep the secret things secret. If it's safe to tell your secrets, please tell family members, friends, whatever. I'm being abused. They're not feeding me. They're neglecting me, etc. Whatever it is, please don't keep the secrets. If it's safe to go out of that bounds and tell somebody, please tell somebody. It's the secret things that stay secret that are often the most dangerous. Have a great day and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos as soon as I have more material. God bless you. Bye for now.